Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza Creates. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to do a mass make. It's March, and well, it isn't me filming this, it's still Feb, but it will be March when you see this. And I know that Corey's going to do Mass Make March again, and I really enjoyed taking part in that last year. It is very timely because I've got to mass make some swaps for the Rach umbrella craft retreat I'm going on. So I'm leaving not a week tomorrow, but a week the day after, if you get what I mean. So I've got a little over a week to get them done. Most people have done theirs, but I am a little bit of a last minute mini, really. And I keep changing my mind what I want to make. So we've got to make 20, and it's going to be sort of spring, and we were able to sort of tick what we would do out of a list. And I decided, I'll do hidden journaling spots. They'll be fun. I'm always making tags, and so let's do that. So that's what I decided. And then I was like, I don't know what to make. And I've made hidden journaling spots before. Some of them were sort of tag related, in that they had a little secret pocket at the back of the tag you pulled out. Thought about doing that, but then I thought that's another tag, isn't it? And then I thought about the sort of the secret envelope. So you have a little envelope, looks like an envelope, but then you open it up and it's journaling. So I could journal on there, but I also thought I'd add a little bit of extra journaling in this straw paper that I got from the last retreat. So that was my idea, and this is paper napkin on rice paper, and I'm doing a workshop, and I'm going to be using paper napkins. So I thought about that, and I thought that's quite cool. And then I remembered that during my sorting out, this is me changing my mind, sorting out all my papers, that I had stashed a load underneath my desk of sort of spring themed ones specifically to do this. So I thought, I have done a load of napkins on freezer paper, and I thought, well, rather than do a load more of those, because the ones that I've got I want to use at the retreat to show how to do things, then let's use the paper I've got. So then I came up with this idea. I decided that was quite small, and so I had this nice yellow paper, and it's white on the inside, and so it's now sort of bigger. I could have coffee dyed it, but I decided to go with the ink smushing that I did before, because I quite like that. I like the effect of it, and I thought I'd do a little bit of a napkin decoupaging on there to add to the idea, because I'd also put some sort of spring like napkins aside to use. So yeah, and then I can be able to show people on the retreat how I made this. And my idea for this was that, I mean, it could be clipped on a journal page, it could pop in a pocket, or I thought you could make it a pocket and then put a tag behind. And then I thought, well, then I'm going to have to make a tag, aren't I? Because I don't like to do things by half. And I had this paper, and so there, that is fully spring. And I'd already told people I'm not really a fan of yellow. Not really a fan of yellow. I don't mind that yellow. That's a bit bright for me, but I quite like it. It's the same yellow as in there. And yeah, and I just backed it onto it's a brown paper bag. And we've all got a sign. So I've signed Jez there. I did think, should I sign Jez or should I sign Nigezza? I signed Jez, and I've done a little Jez there. So there we go. And I made these separately, but now I'm going to mass make them and bring you along. So we'll start with the tag. So I've got this paper here. So this was Stampin' Up! A couple of years ago. It was free in Celebration. The other side's bleh. And so that's the technical term, bleh. And so this will make 12 tags. The tags are all 6 inches by 2 inches. So I'll get 6 down there and 6 down there, quite simply. Now I covered that individually, but the easiest way is to back this and then cut up my tags. I've got enough to make the 20 I need. So this is a Prime Army bag. Other brown bags are available. I'm going to just stick that all in one go on here. I want to avoid that gubbins there. Yeah, so we're going to go over there. I'm just going to stick it down. I've cut off the handle bit because that's a bit bleh as well. So I'm going to use a combination of glue stick and glue. So I want to make sure that I'm going all down the edge with the glue stick. Because I don't want them coming apart, and this seems like the easiest way of doing this. Plenty of glue down the edge. There we are. So now we've got all the edges done. Put that away. So now we're just working on the rest of it. So nice good coverage. I am, those of you who've watched me a lot know that I'm not a full truster of the humble glue stick, so I will put other glue on it as well. But I just wanted to make sure, I always like to make sure when I'm backing like this that every bit of the paper has some glue on it. And I did contemplate sewing it, and then I decided that sewing 20 might not be something that I'll do, but I might change my mind. I do change my mind a lot. Right, so we got that. So now I'm going to get my colour and just go all over with the colour. I'm not going all the way up to the edge. It will ooze down there a little bit, but that's why I've got glue stick all the way along the edge. And then we'll just fill in like so. I can see a few glops. I have to get rid of them. So there we go. Plenty of glue. There we go. Just knocking myself out, that is. Right, there we go. And then we'll flip-de-doo. Flip-de-doo-doo. So I can't believe the retreat's coming round already. When, because we were at the last one, November. Oh, look what I've done there. What an idiot. Doesn't matter. It was like, oh yeah, let's do another one. Don't want to wait till the summer because we had a summer retreat last year in June. It was like, oh, June's too far away. So that's when Rach said, oh, I could do 3 a year maybe. Spring, summer and autumn. Yep, I'm up for that. So, I'm going to turn it over now. And it's like, it doesn't seem now like 5 minutes. We were we're at the autumn one, and here we are now, about to go on the spring one. And this one's not in Wales, so the other two have been in Wales. This one's in the middle of the country, so it's a little bit nearer for me. Not massively so, but it is a little bit nearer. So, and probably doesn't involve windy Welsh lanes, because I got that in the summer. We're going back to the farm in the summer, and that is a very narrow lane that you couldn't, 2 cars can't pass on. But I'm hoping that in the summer one, my my car share mate Donna will be able to come, because I won't mind so much if I'm, you know, not the only one in the car. Right, let's just see if I can get some of those smudges up. But I say it don't matter, because I'm gonna stamp on it and ink it anyway, so it's not really a problemo. Right, so we've got that. So now I'm gonna just roughly cut. And then we'll neaten it more. With my trimmer, because I like to use, I like it to be perfect, really. I don't mind a bit of rip and stick, but if it's supposed to be straight, I like it to be straight. It's just how I roll. There we go. So everybody's been saying, Jez, you need to get a wiggle on. We meet next week. It's like, yeah, there's still a week to go, be fine. I was going to leave this until next week, but I had a moment, so, oh, right. Now, I'm looking there, and there's bits I want to make sure properly. So I think brown packaging, I think, makes a lovely back to a tag. Right, so now I'm just lining this up so that I can. That's not straight there, Jez. Out a little bit, like the golden shot. Left a bit, right a bit. That is showing my age, but I'm sure when I look at the demographics of who watches my channel, I'm sure you'll know what I mean. Well, if you're in the UK, you will. Go out a little bit more, please. Oh, this is me. There we go. Nearly done. I know some people would just whiz up with a pair of scissors, but not me. There we go. So that's all trimmed now. How I like. Right, I'm going to now change from this to my other trimmer, because it has a butt 60, so 6 rather. So there's a lip there, and that's 6 inches. So there's no guesswork in it. That is 6 inches. So yeah, that's what I like to do. So then I'm going to go to 4, and then 2. And that's my tag. So the tags are 6 by 2, and it's partly because of the amount I'll be able to get out of these sheets, but also because I have a handy dandy punch that punches a nice topper. Well, it's 2 inches wide, so that's why. And I wanted to use forgers. You nearly went wrong. I wanted to use this because it punches the hole as well, so it sort of cuts down on time. It's a really nice shaped hole, so I don't have to worry about putting in an eyelet or anything. So, you know, it gets it done quick, but it's also, you know, it's pretty and attractive, so that's okay. So there we are. So that's them. So that's 12 tags, ready for the next bit. So I just go in there, punch, top, done. This one must be a shade wider than 2. So we'll deal with that in a moment. But so quick, so easy. I mean, if you haven't got a punch like this, you can just use a credit card that you've cut the edges off. There's lots of different angles on that one. Obviously that's the one I like because I've got this one written on it, but there's other angles. I've got other punches that do angles. That does 3 different size angles. I have this punch that I often use that cuts angles and a nice edge, but I wanted this one because I love that hole there. So yeah. So really quick. Obviously this is 12, I need 20, so I've got to do a few more. Well, I've already done one, but I've got them. I had not quite a full sheet. You get 2 sheets in a pack, and I'd used not quite a full one. Right, that one needs a tiny smidge off, so let me just shave a little bit off because it is ever so slightly more than 2. I always use my punches upside down so I can see where I'm punching. There we go. So that's that bit. You can go away now, really, so I don't need you. And then I do like to around the corners, so I've got this corner around here. And we'll just go in and round the corners. So what have I been, 20 minutes so far? No, well, not quite. I had lots of waffle, didn't I, right at the beginning? Yeah. Chuck them in. So there we go. So they're looking all very cool. So I wanted to do a little bit of stamping on it. So I've got this script stamp, and I've got Pebble Path. I likes that. It's like a grey black. There we go. And then I'm just gonna, so I want a little bit on the back of the tags. just so the backs of the tags have got a little something. And I do opposite top to bottom. Moving about the stamp a bit. This is illegible script. I'm not sure if this is still available. I've had it years. There it is. Vintage script background. It's Phil Martin. I used to go to craft show every year at Doncaster, and that's where I bought it from. And Phil used to, I don't know if he still does, present on Create and Craft, and I used to watch him, and yeah, and I was like all excited about actually seeing him at the craft show. There we go. Oh, not much down there. I'm going to need re-inking, aren't I? So, and then what I did was I just picked up a little bit of script there on the top of the tag. Not masses, just a little bit. See, I haven't re-inked this ink pad. There we go. Some are darker than others, but that's, oh, and there's more, Jez, and there's more. Just saying, I hadn't re-inked, and oh yeah, there's some ink up there, Jez. There we go, that's it. So that's that bit of it done. So now we need to ink around it. So I just got some vintage photo and literally, oh, a bit heavy-handed there. Went round back and front, and then because this is quite bright, just, oh, you can't see, just a little bit of that, and that's, so you can see the difference, ever so subtly, slight difference there. So I'll carry on inking up, but I'll speed this bit up because you don't need to see me do this. There we are, so they are all done. That took me about 6.5 minutes to complete, so that's not too bad. I will be doing the last few, the inking on the last few, whilst watching telly, because I can. Right, I've got this lovely ribbon, this gingham ribbon, which is lovely in yellow and spring light. I always think of picnic cloths when I think of gingham. So, which is a very sort of spring thing to do. So I'm just going to pop it around like so and tie a bow. I'm going to use some of this. This was white twine that I tea dyed, and this is a lovely. This was from. It was from. It's called Sausage Tree, pure Irish vodka. That's what that's from. My sister bought the bottle when we were over in Ireland. I think the last time we went over there, and I was like, oh, you got to let me have the cork. And I got it because I was going to use it for going over my stamp positioning tool, but and I use corks as well for me pokey tool, and but I needed somewhere like a bobbin or something to wind me tea dyed twine onto, and I saw that and I went, oh, brilliant use for it, because it sits round and I don't lose it on the desk. It's quite weighty, it's glass, and yeah, I liked it. So there we go. That is how I'm doing the tops of the tags. And I did think about finishing them off with something, but I haven't quite thought about that yet. I thought I might make some labels. I was thinking of some springtime words. And we've got daffodils, haven't we? So I did think about that. And then I was thinking about I was thinking about a butterfly. That would be cool. On the tag, because I didn't decorate the other one, and I just felt it. I mean, I think the flowers do speak for themselves, but I did think, oh, you know, we like our labels and things, don't we? And so I thought, well, I'm sure I can make some labels. So I thought I might do that whilst watching telly tonight. I might make some labels, and then I could put them on my Ko-fi as a little freebie, was what I was thinking. I was going to ask you then, what words would you like? It's like, I'll have done it before you see the video. Offs. Oh dear. So that's that. So, oh, that needs to be tightened up. Jez, you haven't done that one very well. So that the other way of doing, if you didn't have any twine, you didn't want to do that, then you just need slightly bit more ribbon. Probably about that. And fold it in half, which would certainly be quicker. Poke it through, and then poke these through. That is another way, and it does actually sit quite nicely around that. There's a bit of me that's thinking, yeah, I might just do that. That might actually be the way forward, Jez. because then that sits and that one's moving. Yeah, this works better when it's a hole. I'm going to do that. So that doesn't take long, does it? Let's do that. So one more time. In order to get it looking like a collar, go in from the back. Let me just adjust that. There we go. And then it goes nicely like that. That's lovely, that. I like it. And it looks like that on the back, which is also okay. So that is, yeah, that's where we're going. Cooking on gas, Jez. That's where we're going. So I'll speed this up whilst I finish this off. So there we go. They're all done. Oh, got little bits of ribbon everywhere. So one of the things I thought I might put on them is a little butterfly. You'd have a little butterfly buzzing around, and so I've got quite a few different ones here. I think that one would get lost because it's two similar colours, so we won't use that one. Got these. So some of them that I've got, yeah, you'll fit on there. Got these. Will they get lost? They will, Jess. They'll get lost, Jess. That's no good. These nice blue ones actually, because there's a little blue flower. Well, not on that one they're in, or that one. There, put a little blue one on that one. That's nice. Yeah, so let's find the ones with blue on. We can stick some butterflies on them. You haven't got a blue one. You haven't got a blue one. You got a blue one. Oh, running out of power. You ain't got a blue one. Oh, you have. Have a bigger one on that one. Stick you on there. Yeah. So what we're going to put on these, I'm wondering actually, I can stick that up there. You'll be seen there on the white, won't you? Oh, have you up there. I want two more. Shall I change that one for a bit bigger? There we go. Yeah, so they're all those, so they need sticking. So what we're going to do here is, I can see there's bits, just give it a little bit of an ink. stick that up there. Yeah, I think that's well nice. Let's see what, oh, there's two there, Jess. I didn't mean that. And then we'll I am so that's the two different styles there. Now, of course, cutting out butterflies, you get rid of their antennae. So I have got a little antennae stamp actually that I might just go and get. So I've got two sizes. So I'm assuming the little one is the size that I'm going to want. Or maybe I do want the bigger one. I've got both big and little. So move that out the way. Let's get my little block. So I'll have that one and that one. Now we can see through. You can draw these on, but as I've got a stamp, I'm going to use it. So that's the little antennae back on. Love it. So I'm going to continue with gluing these, but I'll speed it up. So that's all of those done. So I just need to get a little word of some sort. I don't think the ones that I've got already prepared which have obviously fallen down the back of my cupboard. Yes, I just need to get some words. Okay, so I have been on my computer and I have made some words. So I've got them in 3 different sizes. I've got a nice vintage brownie colour, black and yellow. I tried to get the same yellow as was in there. It's close enough. So I wasn't sure which colour I would want to use. So I'm going to have a go at all of them and we'll see which we like best. So I just make these in Word. I have redone them to make them slightly further apart, but I didn't print another one off. This will do for me, but I'll chuck these on my Ko-fi if you want to have some. There we go. So I do mean word, I do mean table, and then I take the, I'll do it that way, Jez, and then I take the, you know, the lines of the table out. I used to do them with the lines in, and then actually felt that it was better without those bits. Now you can rip them, you can cut them. I'm ripping, as you can see, because I likes the fluffy edge. So we've got a spring there. Right, I quite fancy, there's a bit of me that quite fancies the black. So let's take that down. Right, so that's them. Oops. Cut out. So let's just give them a little bit of an ink and see what we're left with. I do quite like the yellow, which is weird because I'm not a yellow fan at all, really. I might go over that white writing a little bit. And I thought I could use these because I think we're going to make a little journal at the retreat. So with what, you know, with everybody swaps. So having these words printed will be very useful. Yeah, I think they work well. And I've got some strips, you know, when you take the edges off a vintage book. So we've got some music sheets, encyclopedia and I don't know, dictionary or something. So they're really handy. I quite like that colour for matching that. So just to give it a little bit of an edge around. Certainly, I'm not sure that the yellow needs it really, certainly the black does. So we'll stick them down and see what they turn out like. So I got lots of choices. So we chose spring blooming blissful, flowers beautiful daffodils, butterflies butterfly, flowering flower, bloom flowers, and then there were sort of like my springy ones, and then I just went into sort of generic journaling ones with memory, remember, memories, journal, cherish, inspire, create, creative dream, happiness, imagine, and blessings. So they could be useful for all sorts of things. was my thoughts. So yeah, if I get a load of them done, and then I can just rip them out. If they were all the same size, if I was doing all the same colour, then it would just be one straight rip down, but I haven't, so it's not gonna, but it'll be fine. So do like a bit of matting. So if I try and go somewhere in the middle, it might, no it's not. Well, rip that down there. Rip along there. Could add a bit of lace if you wanted to. So there we've got a bit of spring. Keep these bits I've ripped off because I reckon another word will fit on them. Take that one down a little tad. It is a bit big. I have, doing spring, I'm thinking spring is sprung. I've got Max Bygraves in my head singing about tulips. But I do want to go to the side. It's a bit actually. I'll put you there. Don't want to cover up that blue flower because it goes with that butterfly. Likewise there, really. Need a little bit more off there, Jess. So there they go. I like them all. I think they're all okay, really. I can do them all. Bit of a mix and match. Get them glued in, and then I can go a bit closer. I'm going to put that one down there in the green. Spring. Doesn't feel much like spring looking out the window right now, but we had an indoor daffodil plant that flowered, mini daffodils, you know, those tiny little ones, and should I stick you there or should I stick you down there? I'm going to go down there like the other one. Did get a little bit of glue on that. Get you off. There we are. And then so this one, should I just follow in the same way? Put it down there. Now I'm going to go in that little gap there. I think that one goes with that butterfly nicely. So that is not straight. So that's what I've done. So we've got that one, and that one. Let me know which colour you like best. I think a nice little mixture works really well. So I'm going to carry on and do the rest, and then I'll show you them all at the end. So there they are, all finished. Great thing about mass making is that you get into a roll and you know you do the same little bit all at the same time, and it doesn't take long at all. So there they are. So got 2 springs. Oh, we've got 3 springs. I don't think they're all going to work out that way. A beautiful, a blooming, another blooming. We've got daffodils. Beautiful. Some more daffodils. Blissful. Flowers. Another blooming. I just love the way they look. So I've altered sort of the position of the words in them to just, you know, whichever I felt looked the best for the arrangement of the flowers, of how it cut up. I absolutely adore this paper, and I'm so glad that I kept it. It was obviously waiting for the right project. So I will bring you a second video when I show you how I make, you know, the pockets that these are all going to sit in with the hidden journaling. And I think that will just look lovely on a page in the journals that we are going to make at the retreat. And it's all very yellow for me, and I was really lucky that this is my roll of ribbon, and I've just ripped it off. That was all that was left with my roll of ribbon. I did take the other ones that I tied out, so you know, so even with sort of making a bit of a mistake, I sort of managed it. I did do a little bit of measuring to make sure that I didn't waste too much, and basically 4 3/4 was just about enough to do these ties. So hope you enjoyed that, and I will look forward to seeing you again when I show you how I make these. Really simple. These shouldn't take too long at all. There aren't that many stages in making this. Okay, see you all again soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe.